have everything that I need as a technician for the doctor, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna save that. So we're gonna do the 5-line raster for your left eye too. So go ahead and have a seat. For me, please. Okay, now I'm gonna do the 5-line raster, and he took off his glasses. So you need to make sure he's in there correctly. So, and if not, you're gonna turn his head a little bit. So, yep,
Yeah,
there
so
you go.
sure.
Now,
Okay.
now
I'll wait.
COVID, you know, we don't really want to touch the patients that much. So, but in any other, you can. I always tell them, I'm gonna turn your head a little bit.
Yeah.
If you can't get them to go to the left or the right, and they get confused because they're not really good with their left or their right. You're gonna have all kinds of patients of different, you know, like understandings. Okay, now this is great, right? I don't have to really do anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and capture it
Yeah.
because I'm clear here. I got a great photo.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and sit back now, and you can come over and see your results. Sorry, we don't really have. Yeah. Okay, so now we're good. We're 10 out of 10. We have great photos. We don't have to do anything here. The 5-line raster is where it needs to be. I'm going to save it. Okay. Now we've taken our photos. And we are going to, and we know what we've taken because our little check is there for the macular cube. And we have the 5-line raster.
Oh,
You have a
blue
check
dot.
there.
And you have a check there.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
right. So now I have macular cube
First,
and I have the 5-line raster. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I've taken my photos.
Mhm.
My next step is to finish. Now my step is to, I've acquired it, right? I wanna analyze it, but I have to go find my person.
Yeah.
So who was my person?
Four.
Make sure you know who your person is,
Yeah.
like your patient, right? Because we have a lot of FUDs here. Because they're as popular as the Patels, right? Or the Smiths or the Jones or any other popular, you know, like all kinds of different names, right? That really popular. This is what we would say they're coming out of the woodwork. Right? Okay, now we're going to analyze. So now we're on our day. This is the day we want. We want today. We don't want the September 17th. We want 10/17. And we want to look at, okay, I'm going to do macula OU,
Oh, you. Both.
both eye.
both eyes.
Both.
And we're going to have the right and the left.
Wow.
Okay? So, and we're doing the macular cube. We're not doing the 5-line. That's going to come separate. Okay? So now this is all what you were asking me, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the whole, your results, and so much. I mean, you want
You
the
by
thickness
put-
of the cube.
Yeah, by changing this line, you can see different
Yeah.
slices.
Right, and the doctors come in and they get the results in the, okay, now I don't know. You can't do it on this screen. You have to do it when the results come over. Then they can play with it on the computer in the patient's chart. Yeah, and then they flip it over.
Mhm.
Right, exactly what you said. I've been in the room with them and they've looked at different angles. It's the
Yeah.
inferior. So basically, you know, like the superior, and it's telling you right here. T is for temporal, N is for nasal, and this is so this is
Superior.
right. This line is controlling your horizontal
Yeah.
plane,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you have your vertical
Yes.
plane with your superior and your inferior. So everything that you were saying, this does this. Green is wonderful. You know that our colors are there to show us. If it was red, okay. So see this right up here,
Which one?
this part right here where it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Now, I could have really gotten a better photo.
Oh.
I should be able to get that for you on this one. It's okay there. However, we have a doc, and see how it missed it right here?
Yeah.
That's his eyelid.
Oh.
Okay.
It's thick eyelids in the
Yeah.
picture.
So you're going to have these patients that they're more mature, so older, right? I had a doctor that used to say, more mature, you're not older, you're more mature. So, you know, patients laugh. That's funny, right? Okay, yeah, I'm not getting old, I'm getting more mature. And then some patients say, I'll never be mature. But anyway, so this was his eyelid. So they'll have eyelids that are drooping down. Yours weren't. I just needed you to open up a little bit wider. You were sitting in front of there for quite some time, right? As I was talking and explaining things to you guys. If you see that droopy eyelid and you're not, and you may not be able to see that, but you know that they need to have eyes wide open.
Yeah, right.
So if they have really
So them
saggy
open more.
eyelids,
Yes,
that's,
I'm seeing.
yeah, dermatochalasis, blepharoplasty. What if they, you know, like, there's so many things that can be going on with the eye that ptosis, you know, the levator muscle, because we actually have 7 eye muscles. The levator muscle is the one for the eyelid, right? And it can become detached. That's where you get the droopy eyelid, and you have to go in for ptosis repair. So, but he doesn't, Saray didn't have that. It was just, I needed him to open up his eye a little bit wider. That's my fault as a technician. His eye is great. It's perfect. You have wonderful, beautiful eyes.
No, I mean, healthy eye.